So obviously Rachel is the youngest in the group.
Yes.
And she does not want to be treated as a child, but she's obviously also maybe a little intimidated by having so many older people around. How do you deal with that balance, and how does Rachel deal with that balance?
I wouldn't say that, well, A, she's not the whole youngest of the group thing. She has an old soul, A, and B, Gar is actually supposed to be around her age. I know in real life he's not, but in the show he is. And also, I think that she's not intimidated because she's more grateful to have these older people like Starfire and Robin to help her deal with what she has inside of her and help her like understand who she is. So I wouldn't say she's intimidated by them. I'd say that she finds a family in them.
What kind of journey is she on this show? During the course of this first season, how is she changing? Yeah.
Well, she starts off as not knowing who or what she is or how anything about her works. All she knows is that when she gets emotional, like angry or sad, something bad happens, and it's different every time. But throughout the season, she discovers more about herself and about her powers, so she discovers more aspects to her power. And then throughout the series, as a bigger scale, she gains more control throughout the entire series of her powers and growing like as a person.
So my biggest question is, you kind of see in the trailer that Raven and obviously Robin grow somewhat of a bond.
Yeah.
So out of the entire team, would you say Raven bonds the most with Robin, or do you kind of think it might go with Beast Boy, or who would you say she has the biggest bond with?
Well, it's hard to know. I'd say that she definitely bonds with everybody because they all bring something new to her as a person and the whole thing. So, like Starfire, so Robin gives her the father's love, which she hasn't really felt before. But Starfire gives her the confidence to own herself, even though she doesn't really know who she is. She owns her powers and she can use them for good because that's what Starfire does. She uses her powers and she can control herself, which Raven is inspired by. And then Beast Boy is the only Titan who can really make her happy, laugh, you know. The rest of the Titans definitely will make her happy, but Gar is the only one who can make her laugh and make her feel at home because they're the same age. So they've got that bond. I'd say that you're pretty right that Raven and Robin have the deepest bond for sure because they share the whole being orphaned and then being adopted by Batman in Robin's case and Robin in Raven's case. So they definitely share a much deeper bond, I think, but the relationships continue to grow throughout the season and throughout the series.
Okay. My other question is the term that you hear from the animated show, the Azarath, Metreon. Like, are we gonna hear that phrase from Raven in this season 1?
Season 1, I can't say that you do, but that is because she doesn't know her powers, she hasn't been taught anything, and she doesn't know anything about herself or her past or her future yet. So she's everything that she does, it's very tentative. So I can't say too much. I'm really close to spoiling.
What was it like seeing yourself for the first time in the costume?
Oh my gosh, it was crazy. So as you know, like Raven has the dark hair and the dark eye makeup and the dark clothes, which isn't me. I'm wearing fancy pants today. So it was crazy to see myself, especially in the wig, because I've always had blonde hair. My whole life, blonde hair, born with it, probably die with it, let's be real. So it was weird to see me in this dark, like purple and black wig, but it helped so much with me getting into character. Like once I put the hair and makeup and costume on, when I looked in the mirror, I didn't see Teegan anymore. I saw Rachel, which definitely helped with characterization.
How'd it go?
Do we get into like a backstory of your character throughout this? Thank you.
Sorry. We do get the whole like a big aspect of the season is Rachel not knowing who she is and them trying to figure it out, because the longer she goes on not knowing, the worse she gets, and like the stronger the demon side of her gets. So a lot of it is trying to figure out what her backstory is, and throughout season 1 we do try and figure it out.